recently, during the Rouge 20% off sale, I decided to treat myself. And you know, every once in a while I go all out and buy myself a jar of La Mer, because you know what? It really is one of the very best skin creams that you can get. And as I'm telling my friend about it, she's like, whoa, 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 are you crazy? I buy La Mer from a secondary market. And she goes, it's about a third of the price as what you pay for the La Mer. Now, I'm not going to go into the prices because I'm in Canada and you guys may be in the States or wherever, but suffice to say that even at a third, it's still really expensive. And I have to tell you that I went in skeptically because I'm a skeptic. But I thought, hey, you know what? If it's real and if it looks great, then I'll gift it to my mother-in-law because it's Mother's Day next month. So away I went, I ordered it and I got it, and I had the luxury of having an original that I know is authentic that I had just received from Sephora. So I went in with my private eye hat on to look at the entire picture. So what have we got today? This is a public service announcement about fake La Mer, and I want to show you all of the different things that I found that were fake. Now, being in the jewelry industry, we see lots of fake things come in, and the differences can be subtle, and you have to really look out for them. And it is a very great thing if you can have the original side by side. It's easier then to spot the dupes. But let's start with the La Mer. Now, of course, I've got two different sizes here, but never mind about that. First off, let's look at the packaging. All right, the color of the box is clearly off. You know, but if you just got this without this, maybe you're not going to really notice. So the color, first off, is not good. Even the packaging, the cellophane, is not the same. I noticed that when I got the fake one originally, just the gluing, just that big dollop of glue did not sit well with me. That's not something that the high-end La Mer packaging would do. It was much more on the one that I got from La Mer. It was not that great big dollop of glue. It's just a more professional finish, okay? So let's open it up. A lot has to do with the packaging. Now, I'm gonna put on the screen some of the up-close shots because from a distance, you may not be aware of the difference, but the difference in the packaging material is just phenomenal. If you look at this on the side, there is a definite grid pattern onto the actual stock that they've used. This one, completely shiny, cheaper, much cheaper product packaging. All right, let's look on the inside. When we look on the inside, let's look at the finishing. When they do the wraparound. Now, I don't know if you can see in here the way that they've done the corners, the way it's just glued haphazardly. If you look at the actual one, I want to show you how it's finished exactly the same. The corners are cut, they're folded in, they're glued down perfectly. Same with on the inside, we have a cheap, shiny bottom on the fake one, and you have a grid pattern, high quality finish on the authentic one. Let's look into the seating. The seating is where the actual jar is packaged and sent. All right, let's look at the two here. This looks like almost a set-in piece. This is the authentic, the smaller one. This one, you know what? They've done a pretty good job of the packaging. They've done a pretty good job of the copy. Looks not too bad, but looking against this, you can see that that is not even close. So then we even go to the spoon. The qualities of the spoon, the high gloss finish on the real spoon versus this spoon, the weight, this one, very flexible, this one, much stiffer. So you've got a difference in the quality of the spoon. So those are the first things that we're noticing that are not looking too good. As well, the spoon is not really fitting very well in this one. Whereas the spoon on this one sits exactly as it should. Okay? Let's look at the jars. Okay, if you run your finger along the label of La Mer, this one, you can almost say, for the lack of how I can describe it to you, is more like braille. Like the labeling is really sticking out, really standing out. Whereas on the fake one, it's much, much smoother. You don't have that kind of feeling of raised lettering. The color, again, on the lettering, quite a bit different. Let's look on the back side. On the back of the fake one, there's nothing at all. As far as the look of the product in the jar itself, the jars feel pretty good, I have to say, not too bad. And again, the color of the labeling is, again, quite different. Okay? If you are gonna buy one of these things, take it with you to Sephora so that you can actually compare side by side with a real one if you don't have the luxury that I have of having both here at once. Let's then open them up. Okay. When I got this is, I haven't touched the inside of this one. This is the fake one. It's not even full. There's a giant hollow in it. And this one is the real one, brand new, right to the top. The color, slightly different. The real one is whiter than this one. Now let's go to the smell. La Mer doesn't have like a very, like, really intense smell. It's a very subdued smell and very slight floral, fresh. And this one, not that bad, not that off. Where you can really start to notice the difference is in the texture. So if we put some of the fake one on my hand and we rub that, it immediately turns just like a thin oil, okay? If we take the real one and we put that on, you can see how it doesn't just dissipate right away. There is, I don't know if the camera's gonna get that for you or not, but it's much more, it's a thicker, not as easily liquefied substance. Okay, so that again is different. Some people say, because there's a lot of people believe that in fact La Mer is Nivea cream, that the entire thing is a conspiracy, and that we're paying a lot of money for La Mer when in fact they're giving you good old-fashioned Nivea, which is what my mom used. I don't think that this is Nivea either, but you know, in some ways, it might be better if it was Nivea because we have no idea what is in fact in this jar. And that's a whole lot of money for something that you're prepared to put on your face, and God only knows what can happen with an allergy, with a breakout, with burning, with whatever. My advice to you, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You're probably buying a fake, and even if you think it's cheaper, you've just wasted your money. I hope this has helped you out a little bit and that you don't get stuck with a fake La Mer like I did. But anyway, what can I tell you? Hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.